The day breaks. The soft light of the sun begins to illuminate the surroundings, and it is at this moment that many of us feel the need to seek a deeper connection with God. The morning is a precious instant, a pause between night and what is to come. It is the ideal moment to recharge our energies and prepare for the challenges that life presents to us. Speaking about prayer in this context is essential, as it becomes the bridge between us and the divine strength that sustains us. Morning prayer is not just a routine, it is an act of surrender. In Philippians 4:6-7, we are reminded not to be anxious, but to present our petitions to God in prayer. This passage teaches us that when we lift our voices in prayer, we open space for the peace that surpasses all understanding to guard our hearts and minds. The strength we seek to face the day comes from this sincere dialogue with the Creator. By starting the morning with a prayer, we acknowledge our dependence on Him, and this strengthens us. Remember moments when life felt heavy, where each step seemed a challenge. Prayer often becomes a refuge in times of difficulty. Like a story that circulates among many, a man who upon waking felt the weight of the world on his shoulders. He decided to dedicate a few minutes in the morning to pray. Over time, he realized that this practice not only helped him find clarity amid chaos, but also brought a peace he had not known before. The strength he sought did not come from himself, but from a greater power. The morning is the perfect setting to strengthen our faith. Imagine waking up and even before getting out of bed, focusing on the plans God has for you. Each day is a new opportunity, and each prayer is a step toward fulfilling that purpose. The strength that comes from God is renewing. In Isaiah 40:31, we read that those who hope in the Lord renew their strength. They soar on wings like eagles. This image is powerful. Prayer allows us to elevate our thoughts and hearts above circumstances. When we talk about protection, it is not just about avoiding physical dangers. The protection we seek in our prayers encompasses emotional health, spiritual well-being, and care in relationships. Every day we face situations that can shake us. Life is full of uncertainties, and it is here that prayer enters as a shield. In Psalms 91:1-2, we find the affirmation that he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. This certainty gives us security to face the day, knowing that we are under divine protection. The practice of morning prayer also teaches us humility. By acknowledging that we do not have control over everything, we relinquish our desire to control the future and accept God's wisdom. Humility is an essential step to receive the strength He offers. In James 4:10, we are challenged to humble ourselves before the Lord, and He will exalt us. This promise is a reminder that when we place ourselves in the right position, God acts in our lives in ways we often cannot imagine. Living with purpose becomes even more evident when we start the day with prayer. Each morning offers us a new chance to invest in meaningful relationships, in our relationship with God, and in actions that reflect our faith. Prayer helps us align our desires with God's plans, and thus, we live not just to live, but for a greater purpose. The time we dedicate to this practice is an investment in our spirituality and in our relationships. It is easy to get lost in the hectic routine of daily life. Demands and worries can divert us from what truly matters. However, by reserving a moment for prayer early in the morning, we reaffirm our intention to live with purpose and strength. Every word spoken in prayer is a step toward what God has called us to be. Do not let the challenges of the day take away your peace. Instead, seek that strength and protection that only He can provide. This reflection on morning prayer invites us to think about how we are starting our days. It is time to stop and consider, how have you been facing your mornings? How about transforming this moment into an act of surrender and a search for God's strength? By doing so, you not only prepare for the day, but also allow divine peace to permeate every aspect of your life. Morning prayer is an opportunity to connect with God, to seek the strength needed to face the day, and to ask for divine protection. When you open your eyes in the morning, it is as if a new chapter unfolds. The first breath of the day can be an invitation to reflection and gratitude. Instead of getting carried away by the rush, how about dedicating a few minutes to focus on God's presence? Imagine waking up and, before anything else, speaking directly to Him. A simple yet powerful prayer. God, may your strength surround me today. May I feel your presence in every step I take. Thus, the search for divine strength becomes a conscious act. With every word, you prepare for what is to come. Life, with its uncertainties, demands a firm and determined stance. And this strength does not come from us, but from God. Divine protection is another essential aspect. When we ask God to protect us, we are not just seeking a shield against the challenges we encounter. We are asking for a peace that surpasses all understanding. It is this state of serenity that allows us to act wisely. God, surround me with your protection. May nothing that does not come from you be able to reach me. These words can become a mantra throughout the day. As the hours go by, life may present adversities, a problem at work, a disagreement with someone close, or even news that destabilizes us. But those who start the day with this morning prayer, rooted in God's strength and divine protection, tend to react differently. The serenity that springs from this connection can transform the way we face obstacles. Instead of being carried away by frustration, the person who communicates with God early in the morning finds an internal space of calm and clarity. Furthermore, morning prayer invites us to reflect on the priorities of the day. What really matters? What actions can bring us closer to a greater purpose? Often we are so caught up in the routine that we forget to stop and think. God, help me see what is essential. May I not get lost in trivialities. This search for meaning is vital, and prayer becomes a powerful tool for aligning our intentions with divine will. The words we choose within prayer also carry significant weight. By affirming that we want to live in strength and protection, we are shaping our reality. Affirmation is a practice that can be incorporated into our daily lives. Today I am strong. Today I am protected. This repetition is not just a mantra. It is a declaration of faith that resonates within us and drives us to act accordingly. When we look at the world around us, we realize that each day is a new opportunity to make a difference. Morning prayer prepares us to be agents of change, not only for ourselves but for others. By asking for strength and protection, we also open ourselves to help those who cross our path. God, may I be an instrument of your peace. May my presence bring relief to others. This intention transforms our journey and that of others. Sometimes life demands more from us than we are ready to give. The pressure can be overwhelming. It is at this moment that prayer serves as a refuge. The strength we ask for is not just physical but emotional and spiritual. God, give me the courage to face what is to come. Vulnerability is part of the human experience, and recognizing it connects us even more with the divine. And when the day comes to an end, a new reflection presents itself. How was your journey? What did you learn? The protection we ask for is not limited to the physical space. It encompasses the emotional and mental. Looking back, what lessons can be drawn? God, thank you for the strength that guided me today. May I learn and grow. This practice not only brings us closer to God, but also allows us to see the beauty in the small things. Morning prayer is an invitation to authenticity. It is a space to express fears, desires, and longings. There is no right or wrong, just the truth of your heart. When you allow yourself to be real. During prayer, the power of God comes into action in a powerful way. It is not about the perfection of the words, but about the sincerity of the intention. Throughout the day, remember that this connection is not limited to a moment. It can be revived whenever necessary. When facing a challenge, a deep breath and a brief prayer may be enough to restore peace. God, I am here. I need you again. This continuous practice strengthens the relationship and reminds us that we are never alone. And so, at the end of the day, as night approaches, it is not time to forget prayer. On the contrary, it is a perfect moment to reflect on everything we have experienced and to thank for the strength and protection received. Prayer transforms into a cycle where we begin and end the day in communion with God. Divine strength and peaceful protection are always available. What will you do with this? The choice is yours, and the invitation is made. Transform your mornings and consequently, your days. Waking up in the morning is already an act of courage. Each new day brings challenges and opportunities, and how you prepare to face them can change everything. Morning prayer is a fundamental step. By dedicating a few minutes of your time to connect with God, you open the doors to the strength and divine protection that accompany you throughout the day. Imagine yourself sitting in a quiet place, taking a deep breath. It is in this space that you can begin your prayer. It doesn't have to be something elaborate. It can be a simple, Lord, I am here. I need your strength to face what lies ahead. This honest and intimate connection is already an invitation to the protection you seek. Next, make affirmations of strength. The way you see yourself has a significant impact. Telling yourself, I am strong, I am capable, God is with me, is essential. These words are not just empty phrases, they shape your attitude. By believing in the strength that God offers you, you become more resilient to adversities. Life requires us to be prepared, but humility is a virtue that allows us to accept that we do not control everything. The Bible reminds us of the brevity of life and that we should make plans with the awareness that God has a greater purpose. This does not mean we should be passive, but rather that our actions should be aligned with divine will. By praying, you open your heart and mind for God to guide your decisions. After prayer, it is time to reflect on how you can live with purpose. What really matters to you? If the answer involves meaningful relationships, make an effort to connect with the people you love. A quick message, a phone call, or even a meeting can transform not only your day, but also someone else's day. And if your desire is to deepen your relationship with God, seek moments throughout the day to talk to Him. Don't just wait for the mornings. Throughout the day, in moments of stress or uncertainty, remember to pause for a moment and ask for divine protection. God, guide me now. I need your peace. These small pauses can make all the difference. Living with intention is an invitation to the present. Often, routine consumes us and makes us forget to value each moment. When you wake up and say a prayer, you are already training yourself to be more aware of what happens around you. This daily practice helps cultivate gratitude, something that reflects in all areas of your life. Consider how you can apply this approach in challenging moments. When facing a day full of commitments, instead of letting stress take over, start with a prayer. The strength of God will be your support in moments when you feel on the verge of collapse. And even if things don't go as planned, knowing that you are not alone brings immense relief. When you dedicate yourself to pray in the morning, you are not just asking for strength and protection, you are affirming your willingness to live a day that honors your faith and values. Morning prayer is not just a routine, but a commitment to yourself and to what is most sacred. And when night comes, looking back, take a moment. Thank for the small victories, for the lessons learned, and for the protection that has been with you. This closes the cycle of prayer, allowing you to start the new day renewed. Divine strength and peaceful protection are always available. It is a matter of opening your heart and recognizing this presence. Each morning is a new chance to reconnect with God, to seek the necessary strength, and to surround yourself with protection. What will you do with this? The choice is yours, and the invitation is made. Transform your mornings and consequently your days. Morning prayer will give you the strength and protection you need to face the day with God by your side.